From the Detroit Free Press, I'm Robin Chan with today's Voice Briefing. It's Friday, August 7th, 2026.
From the Detroit Free Press, I'm Darcy Moran. The second Detroit Zoo giraffe to be euthanized in 2026 was injured when he was quote-unquote accidentally knocked down among members of the herd, a zoo official has said. The young Nguvu was injured on Saturday, August 1st in the giraffe's outdoor habitat and subsequently euthanized on the evening of Tuesday, August 4th, after zoo leaders determined his injuries were too great to overcome. A zoo official has clarified that the young giraffe was quote-unquote accidentally knocked down during an interaction between other giraffes. It's the second young giraffe to be euthanized at the zoo this year after a calf born earlier at the zoo crashed into a viewing panel. The zoo spokesman told the Free Press that while these losses were both heartbreaking, they were unrelated. To learn more, check out freep.com.
From politics reporter Arpan Lobo, a recent ruling from the Michigan Supreme Court will allow state investigators to proceed with a probe into a major insulin manufacturer's pricing practices, overturning previous opinions and removing an exemption for certain businesses in the state's Consumer Protection Act. In Attorney General versus Eli Lilly and Company, a majority of the court's justices found two previous cases incorrectly broadened exemptions for certain business practices in the Michigan Consumers Protection Act, also known as MCPA. Those rulings stated the MCPA only applied to business practices that weren't licensed by the government. In a majority ruling published at the end of the court's term on July 31st, Justice Noah Hood wrote that previous cases effectively rendered the MCPA toothless against certain industries and countered the intention of the law. In January of 2022, Attorney General Dana Nessel's office launched an investigation into Eli Lilly and Company, one of the nation's largest pharmaceutical manufacturers, over the company's pricing practices. At the time, state officials sought approval to subpoena Eli Lilly, but attorneys for the company argued its transactions were protected by the previous Michigan Supreme Court decisions. An Ingham County judge agreed and granted Eli Lilly a motion to dismiss the case. The dismissal was upheld by a Court of Appeals panel before the case landed at the Michigan Supreme Court. Investigators did not issue subpoenas while legal proceedings were playing out, according to court records. The majority ruling, which ordered the case back to Ingham County Circuit Court, clears the way for Nessel's office to probe Eli Lilly's pricing practices. For more on this, you can search on freep.com for Arpan Lobo's story, Michigan Supreme Court Removes Exemption in Consumer Protection Law. Find more from the Detroit Free Press on freep.com. That's freep.com. Thank you for listening. Have a great weekend, and you'll hear more from us Monday.